Hey Internet, my name is Ibby and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program in the On Wings project thingy, however I want to call my Let's Play series. Okay, last time we had an unintentional flight up to the North Pole and I improved a little bit my not so little rocket to the third version of it, and we had already a flight of myself, a flight with Jetmy and a flight with Zidrim. Now it's time for Derdro Kerbin, and I want to launch that mission. So let's see if we this time are able to establish an orbit around Kerbin, because in all the other times we had some failures with our rocket. Okay, it's starting to wobble around, so let's make it fast in 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, this seems to be much stable, much stabler, because well, now I have the gimbal rockets, and this is looking good. Let's have an interesting point of view like this. This is amazing. Warning, hatch may open. This is important. And Derdo is looking a bit unhappy. I think he don't want to fly up to space. This is unfortunate, but Derdo, you have to go to space. Okay, while we are using this amazing point of view, we need also to watch our surface speed, so we are not exceeding the 200 meters per second, and we have our gentle ascent profile. Okay, it's looking good, I think. And I also thinking about the new science bay. I really like to have this, but if I want to have this, I think okay, now we get lost of our perfect view. Let's start to rotate like crazy, okay. And so much about this. Let's say goodbye and let's say full throttle. And we are still climbing up and going up and accelerating. This is amazing. This is really good. This time, Derdo, you might be the lucky one who can finally achieve a stable orbit around Kerbin in this career mode. So what was I talking about? Lost track. I totally forget what I was saying, or what I wanted to say, or what else. So yes, let's try to fly up to the orbit, and then we can see what else we can do there. Let's have a short look at the orbital map and prepare here everything. So we are going up and onwards and towards. And everything is going very fast. This is good. Let's have a look here. 59, 62. We are almost out of fuel. Like now. Let's throttle down. Ka-chunk. Throttle back up and ka-chunk. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye stage. Let's have here a look. 84, 90 and 100. Well done. Good job. Let's add here a maneuver node. And what do we need for an orbit? 126, a bit much. 113. 105 per 100. This is good. Okay. We are growing up. Is here something new? Crew report. No. Yes. Oh, yes. Now I remember. I was talking about the science bay. I really would love to have the thing, but I think I will use it more like a space station. So I need some docking ports, and so I have to invent the docking ports. But before I will invent the docking ports, I need other things to gather more science and so on. So I think it will take a while till I can use it. So, I don't think I'm able to use this. This is a little bit sad, but okay. So, we have some time left here. Can we have another EVA report maybe? Let's have a look here. Dodo, EVA report. Nothing. Okay, let's reset it and climb back in. Oh no, 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 no. My maneuver node is back. Is gone. Let's try this again. Let's do another maneuver node and like 84, 99, 100. Oh, it's a bit much. Well, let's just eyeball it from this point of view here. Let's full throttle and let's try to establish an orbit. Over there is our North Pole flag from the unintended flight up to the North Pole. Let's have a look here. Oh, it's pretty agile. Some fuel is left. Oh, so much about some fuel is left. Goodbye to you. And full throttle with this one. Okay. So there's our periaps. Let's bring it up. 99. Oh, wonky orbit, okay. But an orbit. We're in an orbit around Kerbin. This is amazing. So, crew report? Nothing new, okay. We have some fuel left. Let's reset this. We have some fuel left, but I don't think that we have enough fuel left to fly up to the moon. At least if I say I want to set it as a target, and maybe around here. So let's extend, oops, a little bit much. Let's try this. I don't think this will help us that much. And I also don't think that we can have a good free trajectory. But I like to do another thing. I don't think we have enough fuel for doing all the crazy stuff. But I like to boost my apoapsis pretty much, so maybe I can do some science high above Kerbin. In space high above Kerbin, so I like to have here a maneuver node. And now we will fast forward in time to reach our periapsis, where we want to do our burn and use almost everything of our fuel, but not too much, so we can still lower our periaps again, so we can enter the atmosphere again. Okay, now a little bit further, like now. Okay, let's get rid of this maneuver node, and at this point I like to do a burn, a prograde burn, to raise my apoapsis. But I will also pay attention to my fuel. On the other hand, when I'm seeing like this, I think we have enough fuel. I should really do some delta V calculations. So I think Oh, 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 oh. Wait, 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 wait. Don't overshoot. Well, let's have a look here. What we can do, or maybe not. Maybe I don't have enough delta V to fly to the moon, and I want to stop it. No. Okay. We don't reach the moon, so we don't have enough fuel. So let's unset this target. We need a little bit more fuel to do it, to fly to the moon. But I hope at this point we are high above Kerbin. So let's add here a maneuver node, so we can see it when we reached our goal. Now let's say goodbye to Kerbin. What about our electricity? We have not enough electricity. This is good. So Kerbin becomes smaller and smaller. This is good. Now let's fast forward even more. And Dodo, are you happy? I hope so. Okay, we are now at the end of our voyage. Almost at the end. On the one hand, let's see, are we now high above Kerbin? Crew report and high space over Kerbin. This is amazing. Let's transmit this data back home. Okay, now I want to have a mystery crew observation here. 10 signs. Let's keep that data. I want to do another mystery goo observation here. The goo feels right at home here. Okay, let's have these. And I want also to do the science bay observation. The high radiation environment caused a few of the samples to glow. It looks like it would be fun to paint the rocket with this. Well, it might be. So let's keep this data as well. And now, let's do an EVA while we are high above Kerbin. And EVA report. 8 science. Not very much, but we have some science. This is good. So now, the next step is that we want to bring back all this useful data to Kerbin. So we need to burn retrograde. Yes, I want to see these numbers here. And I want to burn retrograde until, oh, well, 17 is good as well. So we will return back in Kerbin's atmosphere. Where is this planet? There's the moon. Ah, Kerbin is gone. Ah, there's Kerbin. Okay, I found Kerbin. This is nice. So let's do our time warp here and bring us back home from our high above Kerbin flight. Okay, we are now coming back in. Oh, we are over a desert. Can we have a crew report? Nothing. Reset. But I like to have an EVA. I think this is a new biome. Not take data. EVA report above Kerbin's desert. Yes. Keep data and board. Okay. Now the other direction, I want to face to the retrograde vector. Okay, so we will have the re-entry effects. Oh, now he's smiling. Now Dardor is happy. He knows that he's getting back home. Now he can smile. He has seen Kerbin from high above from space, and I think this might have impressed him. He's smiling. He's pretty much in a flow. He's loving his job. He is amazed by all the observations he just did, and so he will hopefully also happy when he can finally return back. And I think we are getting back to the seas. So there we won't have any new biomes, so it won't help us to do another EVA and to gather a surface sample. Oh, I have some fuel left. Let's waste also this fuel. Oh, high G, high G. Let's help us to brake. Okay. I just wanted to deplete all my fuel, so because fuel is very heavy and I don't want to risk that I'm too fast when I splash down, and then I might lose my mystery goo containers with the valuable data. This would be quite unfortunate if I'm losing all the precious science and the hard-earned science. Okay, so now we are dropping down. And we are dropping and dropping, this is good. Now he's a little bit scared, so I think he's not very sure what will happen to him. The next thing I like to do is to fly up to the moon, but I think if I want to do this I need a lot of more fuel. So I think I need to build a next generation rocket to be able to do so. I think this is our next goal, to fly up to the moon. And I hope we have also some new science, or enough science, so we can unlock new interesting things. Oh, I need to pop the parachutes. Of course I need to do so. Okay, we are going down, this is good. And well done. Now we can do our time warp and fasten our descent towards the surface or towards the water. Now he's smiling again. He knows that he is in safety now. And stop for the last few meters to our splashdown. Well done. Well done. We are back at home. We made it. Now let's recover this vessel. And we are on 55 science. This is good. 25 for higher over Kerbin, and the mystery goo. Oh, it's going down pretty fast. 10 for the first and 2.3 for the second. So it doesn't give us as much science as previously. So let's see, what do we have here? 140 science. I wanted to have. This costs 90, and this costs 90 as well. The solar panels or the temperature scan. And here we have ladders, but there we have solar panels. Difficult decision. I think... this is hard. I think I go for the solar panels. I think this is the most important one, so let me research this one. And I will also have the tree coupler, so I can build some more powerful rockets, and I can also use this stability enhancer, so my rockets don't start to wobble around on the launch pad. So let's research this thing as well. And the next goal is gathering again 90 science, so I can unlock the ladders and also the thermometer. Okay, well done everybody. Let's have just a short look down here. Okay, I just wanted to check. Now I have also the huge solid booster. This is amazing, and I have also the separatrons. These can help me a lot. And the stabilizers. This is also useful. Photovoltaic panels, also useful. Okay, I have a lot of nice and useful and important things, so I think we won't aim to land on the moon in the next episode, but we will fly up to the moon and have our flight around the moon and enter an orbit around the moon, so we can explore a bit the moon. But we will do this in the next episode, and yes, landing is scheduled for the mission after we have done a flight around the moon, because with the current science changes, it doesn't make sense to fly around the moon and gather some science, and then I have need a lot of more mystery goose and experiments, and I like to also test my rockets, and if I can fly up to the moon, then it's much more easier to build also a lander out of my rocket capsule. So I like to do a more slow approach and just start to have an orbit around the moon, and it's also a little bit more realistic if I do so, because in the end we will, or if we compare it to real world, then we will highlands, grasslands, biomes, water. What about the space? In space, situations. Okay, high and low. Okay, and then because in the real world we also start to fly around in an orbit around the moon before we started to do our landing on the moon. Okay, so much for this. I hope you liked my video of the exploration of high space above Kerbin, and I hope you will watch my next episode when we do fly up to the moon. If you like my video, please like my video on YouTube, please become a subscriber to my YouTube channel, and also please leave me a comment what you're thinking about my Let's Play series, and I hope I see you again in the next episode when we fly up to the moon. Until then, my name is Abby. See you!